There's never really a bad time for speculation and a price prediction, given the fact that we just got some really important data and key numbers from today's FOMC meeting. So I'm going to give you the latest crypto.com price prediction, but also talking Bitcoin, the FOMC, and one picture that I think is amazing. It basically explains what we're going through right now, what's possibly ahead, session or soft landing. You don't want to miss this, everybody. Now, when it comes to the prediction, the speculation as far as where we're going, I want to show you CRONOS, Bitcoin, and BNB because there's a different ticket from each one. So look at this. Price of CRONOS right now, I am going all the way to 2022 since October because this drop that you see here, that you see here, that you see here, it's in the same day of November, the 8th to the 10th. Basically, the drop that considered basically the crash, right, in the crypto space back in the day, 2022. And since then, different cryptocurrencies have created different patterns. For the price of CRONOS and for crypto.com, that is as follows. We are in a descending wedge. That's where the price of CRONOS, that's where we are right now. Since the beginning of January 2023, price of crypto.com has gone from, check this out, 6 cents to 9 cents, 5 cents to 8 cents, to 5 cents to 6 cents, to 4 cents to 5 cents. What does that mean? It means that the price of CRONOS is descending, it's going lower. That is obviously probably not the best news that I can give you, but it's the realest news. And that's where the price channel is heading right now. But I also want to compare Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin since then is in an ascending wedge, going from 15, 16 to all the way 32x to 24 to 25 to 32, 31, and then in a consolidation stage right now, meaning that there's obviously more news and updates that are pushing the price of Bitcoin in the same level. And BNB Binance, guys, from the $400 all the way to 220 with a crash, and it's been going to 318, then lately $200 and consolidated in the last couple of months. Same as Bitcoin, same as CRONOS. We are consolidated in the month of August and September. So right now, everyone, the one that's looking the poorest, basically when it comes to price action, is going to be crypto.com CRONOS. The real reason is because it's one token that a lot of people are just not too excited about. They don't know it much, even though the marketing is huge and we know it, we hold it, but it's just what it is. People know more Binance. There's way more millions of people in Binance, and obviously Bitcoin. It's good to know that right now is Bitcoin dominance level. Right now it's Bitcoin season level. It's predominantly more Bitcoin holders because people are rushing getting out of the altcoins. Bitcoin later on is going to be the total reverse from Bitcoin to altcoin. But right now, what we should be looking is CRONOS. When it breaks this and continues pushing, we have a couple of resistances to beat, and you gotta watch out for each one of them. Number 1 and number 2. And from there, we come to number 3, well about 10 cents for the price of CRONOS. So what an amazing price, because easily 2x from where we're right now all the way to a price that we put in back in November 2022. So that is easily 9 months, right? Plus that we haven't revisited that price, but gonna come back. And imagine that is 2x just like this, and it is possible. And the complete price channel can change. Same goes for Bitcoin, same goes for BNB as they change to pattern. For BNB, it does look a little bit more stable when it comes to consolidated. The trend in the last couple of 9 months, 8 months, right, since November all the way to September, you can clearly see that this is kind of like the way we could interpret the price of BNB. For the price of Bitcoin, this could be very good, the average for Bitcoin. But for the price of Chronos, guys, our average looks something like ending wet. It is what it is. We don't have to hide the reality, right? But DCA your way down, enjoy the way up. Now, I also want to tell you it's right now 1.07 trillion. The FOMC meeting did nothing. We know they did not increase the federal funds rate. We know Jerome Powell's basically saying he's trying to get a soft landing, not a recession, because wage, because consumer spending, because there's some GDP and other different indicators that are strong, but still inflation is up. So there's really not a case for a recession, according to him, because we have good numbers on one side, just the inflation to be tamed and controlled on the other side. That's what carefully they're trying to, in his own words, not accelerate that interest rate accordingly based on the. There you go. Couldn't say it any better. We have neutral in the last, and we're getting actually a new update in 2 minutes. I'm gonna stay for that new update. 47. That's super great timing, 47. Where do you think it's gonna go? To the fear or to more neutral? I don't think it's gonna be bullish, right? But what happened in a couple more minutes. Now, the picture that I told you at the very beginning is this: how the economy works. And wow, I see it and I see some of the comments, and it just makes total sense, because if you want a good price prediction for guys, it's all based on how the economy is doing, starting with Bitcoin, goes all the way down to the altcoins. When we had recession, can move it to the pandemic, right? Which indeed was a recession, historically speaking, a massive. Started with this, they lowered the rates so to incentivize consumer spending, so the country didn't stop at all, and then that made the economy a bit weak because we had a pandemic, quantitative easing, right? On there you go, more money in everyone's pocket. Now inflation is high. What's happening? They're raising interest rates, with the exception of today, this one, where they pause. Soft landing is where they're trying to get back to a more neutral and more stable economy. You and I know that is a real challenge, and we'll see if we don't end up in a recession. But like I said, there's some good factors that can help us not go there, right? But we did have a recession in the pandemic. That's basically what it is. All right, everybody, couple of seconds, which is really good. But that is, to me, it's interesting, because if you want to have a great Chronos price prediction that is high, all of this needs to change from raising the interest rates to cutting the interest rates, making them low, and we have a much stronger economy and more consumer spending and GDP are rushing to the skies, and that's how we get some of the altcoins going really, really high. See? So it's important to see the macro for this too. Chronos has potential to go up, and amongst these three, it's the one that has the biggest jump to the upside. That's just pure math. Right, everybody? Here's the latest update. Go ahead and refresh. 47 stayed at 47. Change. We're neutral. There's a lot in between. For watching, everybody. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time, Pro Fam. Peace.